Having a handlebar which fits you is very important for you to have a comfortable ride with your bicycle. This especially stands out if you are going for a bicycle touring trip or a bikepacking trip. That means you're gonna to be on your bicycle many hours a day, sometimes for a month, sometimes like me for years. Then it is very important to make sure the handlebar you have on your bicycle, it fits you and you are comfortable with. Today I'm going to talk about the different kind of handlebars I have used during the last 10 years of bicycle touring, and which one is my favorite, which one I don't like, and why. Bicycle handlebars are generally divided to the drop bars and flat bars. You can find a very different variety of flat bars. But when it comes to the drop bar, the variety of handlebars you can find, it is pretty limited compared to the flat bars. But first of all, let's talk about this point. When I want to choose a handlebar for my bike, I want a handlebar which I can be in an upright and relaxed position. And if I want to push and go fast, I can lean forward and do that also. Also, I wanted to make sure there's many different places I can put my hand on. Because when you're on a bicycle 8 hours a day, sometimes even 10 hours a day, you want to rest your hand in a different position. Otherwise, you might damage some of your nerves in your hands and you get a numb hand, or you can injure your wrist or whatever. And the third factor is, I want to make sure with the handlebar, I got a good control of the bike, especially with all the weight I have on the bicycle. So now let's talk about the drop bars. Drop bars was the first bar I had on my touring bike. To be honest, I really don't like them, and there's two main reasons for that. First of all, I don't like the position of them, because usually I need to lean forward, and when I lean forward, it just puts a lot of pressure on my back, and it is in general very uncomfortable. Of course, I can rest my hand on a drop bar, on top of the drop bar, but still it's not as comfortable as a flat bar. Also, when I'm cycling a gravel road or off-road with a drop bar, I have a less control on my bicycle compared to the flat bar. But nowadays there is a drop bars which they have a pretty wide flare, so that means you can have a pretty good control. But still, I do not prefer drop bars for touring. But I wanted to emphasize one thing here. I don't like drop bars, but you might like it. I don't want to say what I think it's the only way and it's the right way. So different people, they might like different things. Also, when I'm using the internal gearbox system like a pinion or roll-off, I am a little bit limited on a shifter for the drop bars, because these two gearbox systems comes with the twist shifter, which is very easy to fit on a flat bar. And conclusion, drop bar for me is a big no for touring. But flat bars. The flat bars I would divide it to three different kind of categories. First category, butterfly or multi-grip flat bar. This is the same bar I had on my old bicycle, and I actually pretty much like that bar. It's very comfortable. It has many positions for your hand. It has a pretty okay control on a gravel, and yeah, it's really nice bar. It's super nice bar. I quite much like it. And also you can twist the butterfly handlebar, for example, upward. Then you can put your hand a little bit on a higher position, or if you want, on a lower position. And I really like that a lot. I like to be able on a tour to sometimes to put my hand in this position and sometimes put my hand in this position. It is so good and relaxing. The second flat bar is just the basic mountain bike style of a flat bar. Those, I found them not that comfortable for touring, because more or less there is one place only for the hand. Of course, you can put a bar ends or bullhorn or whatever you want to call it on the end, so that gives a little bit of more comfort, because also you can rest your hand on top of those bar ends. But still, for me, it is uncomfortable. Also, one of the reasons is it keeps my hand in this position, and I find this position very, very uncomfortable and unnatural for my body. So I don't like it. But with the butterfly handlebar, I can put my hand on these two ends of it in this position, and this is really, really comfortable and very natural for my body. Because like, imagine when we walk, we do not walk like this, we walk like this. So the hands to be in this way, it's very, very natural for a body. But this is my theory. I'm not a scientist and I have not done any research about it, but this is just my pure experience. The third kind of flat bars, which are my favorite flat bars, are swap back or back swap, whatever you want to call it. That means the bar comes a little bit backward. Those are, for me, has been the best, but I have tried only one of them, which called Jones Loop Bar, and hands down, it is the best handlebar I ever have tried. Imagine, I had so much fun cycling around the world. This handlebar have made that fun much more fun. I can express it like this. It's really, really incredibly comfortable. So much fun to cycle with this bar. It's just the control of this bar is absolutely amazing, and I really love it. I really, really love it. So let's talk about this Jones H bar. My hands position is here, and it's very natural for my body. And it's really fun when you're on off-road to boom, 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 boom. You do some maneuver and go around the stones, and it's amazing. I have tried two different kind of grips with the Jones H bar. I have tried the Ergon GC1 grip, which this grip is specifically made for a swap back handlebars. I find that not that comfortable compared to the Ergon GP3 grip. GP3 grips, they might look a little bit funny on the Jones H bar, but they are amazingly comfortable. I really, really love them. I can put my hand on these bar ends when I want to, and sometimes on the grip itself, and it gives me very, very comfortable ride. One important tip here: when you are adjusting your Ergon grip, or I don't know, any other kind of grip you might use, make sure your wrist doesn't have a 45 or 90 degree angle in this area. Do you see? Make sure your wrist is straight, because when you cycle, when you go off-road, when there's this bend in your wrist, all the pressure goes to your wrist in a really wrong way, and it really can hurt your wrist. I highly would recommend make sure your wrist is straight. Another thing I really like about Ergon grip is when you hold the bar end, your wrist is really straight, and it's different than when you hold the grip itself. Your hand is in a different position, and that's really, really nice. Also in the Jones bar, there's many different places for you to put your, guys, maybe the elephants are coming. Now I'm in like Kenya, in Laikipia, and actually my tent is over there, and every single night I have had the elephants coming, and now they might come. So yeah, look, like elephant dongs are all over. So I try to wrap this video as soon as possible, and I'll go to my campsite and I'll make fire, so they smell the fire. They might not come that close. So yeah, let's carry on. Also with the Jones bar, there's different places you can put your hand. I like to put my hands in this triangle here sometimes. Also, if you don't have all the stuff I do have on my handlebar, you can put an aero bar. That would be very nice actually. You can push and go fast when you want to. Also, the Jones itself are selling like a something called a ground wall. It's like basically a pipe. You can put it on the Jones bar, on front of the Jones bar, and then you can rest your hand on that pipe. That doesn't work for me with this setup because I do have a Ortolip Ultimate handlebar bag in front, but actually I could put two of those ground wall bars in the sides, like basically here, and then I could put my hand on top of those and use it as a bullhorn or a bar end. That would be very, very nice actually. Also with this bar, there's a few places actually you can put some bags. First place is beside the stem. You can put two bags, a snack bag or whatever you want. Also, there's a loop here. Under that loop, you can put a dry bag. I usually put my tent over there. And yeah, it's fantastic. Also, I have installed my Ortolip handlebar, Ultimate handlebar bag on this Jones bar, no problem. And there's a trick for that. I will explain that one in the next video, which will be published after this video. Also, as you can see, I put the Jones bar in a way the front of the Jones bar is slightly higher. I really like that position with the Jones bar. But again, every person is different and every person's body is different. So something that might fit me, it might not fit you. Also, there's other back swap handlebars in the market like Surely Moloko bars. I ever tried it. I can't really comment on it, but when I look at it, it looks pretty similar to Jones bar. And Jones bar is made out of aluminium and the Moloko bar is made out of stainless steel. But durability of the Jones bar so far has not been an issue at all. Like no problem. And I do put a lot of weight on my handlebar and I've been riding very, very rough terrain with it, so no problem. For me, the best handlebar I have ever tried is a Jones H bar. And I want to mention this video is not sponsored by any of these brands. I am talking about it in this video. It's totally independent video and is supported by all of you who are our subscriber, by those who are supporting us directly via PayPal or ordering a postcard from us, and especially big thanks to all of our Patreon community. If you want to support our channel, there is a link to all of those in the description below. One thing I don't forget to say is the Jones bar comes in two different sizes. One is 710 millimeter, other one is 600 and I think 10 or something. I do not remember exactly, but I would recommend if you get a Jones bar, buy the longest one and you can cut it for any length you are comfortable with. So that is easy. Another important point which is related actually to your handlebar is bike fit. I highly would recommend to go and have a professional bike fit, so you don't end up hurting your knee, your back, your wrist, and you have a healthy and comfortable position on your bicycle and you enjoy of your cycling. I hope you liked this video. If you did or if you didn't, anyway, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our channel and put the notification bell on so you will join our adventures all around the world. And right now I'm cycling actually towards the South Africa from Kenya, and I keep recording the vlogs and the vlogs also will be published. Here's another review video and here's our latest vlog. Remember to watch it if you want to, but most importantly, go out and live your adventure, and much love to all of you. See you on the road. I am off towards South Africa. Bye bye. Maybe worked.